Imagine a force so dark, so sinister that it could twist the familiar into the horrifying. Picture a child's bedroom transformed into a battleground between good and evil. This isn't a scene from a horror movie. It's a chilling glimpse into the real-life events that inspired The Exorcist, a story that continues to haunt our collective consciousness. It began in the shadows of 1949, in a quiet Maryland suburb. A darkness descended upon a seemingly ordinary home, bringing with it whispers of something wicked. Unexplained noises echoed through the house. Furniture moved on its own, as if controlled by unseen hands. Scratches deep and angry appeared on the walls, bearing silent witness to a terror that was only beginning to unfold. But these unsettling incidents were merely a prelude to the true horror that awaited. The entity, whatever it was, had set its sights on a young boy, forever changing his life and etching his story into the annals of the paranormal. This is the story of Roland Doe, and the real-life exorcism that chilled the world. Roland Doe, a pseudonym used to protect the identity of the young boy at the center of this terrifying tale, was just an ordinary child living with his family in Cottage City, Maryland. He enjoyed playing with his Ouija board, an innocent pastime that would soon take on a sinister significance. It was after the death of his beloved aunt that things began to spiral out of control. The once playful atmosphere of the home turned heavy with dread. Strange noises like the sound of dripping water or scratching claws plagued the family. Objects moved inexplicably as if manipulated by unseen forces. But the true horror was reserved for Roland. The once cheerful boy became withdrawn and sullen. His behavior grew increasingly erratic, marked by violent outbursts and terrifying episodes. It was as if something dark and malevolent, had taken hold of his very being. Little did they know, this was only the beginning of their descent into a nightmare. The paranormal activity intensified at a terrifying pace. Roland's bed shook violently, as if an earthquake was erupting beneath his room. But the most terrifying phenomenon was yet to come. The boy, his voice contorted into a guttural rasp, began to speak in languages he had never learned, ancient tongues like Latin and Aramaic. The words tumbled from his mouth, laced with a chilling malice that sent shivers down the spines of those who heard them. Scratches, deep and angry, appeared on Roland's body, as if he were being clawed by an unseen beast. The family, desperate for answers, turned to their faith, hoping for a miracle. The local priest, witnessing the boy's disturbing transformation, recognized the signs of something truly evil. He knew that this was beyond the realm of conventional help. This was a battle for Roland's soul, a fight against an ancient and powerful evil. They were dealing with a demonic possession. Father William Bowdern, a Jesuit priest known for his unwavering faith, was called upon to confront the evil that had taken root in Roland. The exorcism, performed in secret within the walls of Georgetown University Hospital, was a harrowing ordeal that stretched on for weeks. Bound to his bed, Roland raged against the holy rituals, his body contorting in unnatural ways. He spat curses at the priests, his voice dripping with a hatred that belied his young age. The air grew heavy with the stench of sulfur, a chilling reminder of the demonic presence that permeated the room. The priests, armed with their faith and ancient rites, fought tirelessly to free Roland from the grip of the entity that held him captive. The battle between good and evil raged on, each side refusing to yield. The exorcism rituals, a grueling test of faith and endurance, pushed both the priests and the possessed boy to their limits. But through it all, Father Bowdern clung to the belief that they could save Roland's soul. They would not back down, not while the boy's life hung in the balance. The exorcism of Roland Doe was a testament to the power of belief, a harrowing battle between faith and despair. The priests, their voices hoarse from prayer, continued their relentless assault on the demonic forces that held the boy captive. They doused him with holy water, the sacred liquid sizzling upon contact with his skin. They held the crucifix before him, the symbol of Christ's sacrifice, a beacon of hope in the face of unimaginable darkness. And slowly, painstakingly, they began to chip away at the entity's hold on Roland. The boy's violent convulsions lessened in intensity, replaced by a bone-weary exhaustion. The demonic voice that had once spewed forth from his lips grew fainter, replaced by whimpers of fear and confusion. The priests, their faces pale with fatigue, recognized these as signs of hope. Their prayers were being answered. The entity, weakened but not yet defeated, clung tenaciously to its unwilling host. The battle was far from over, but for the first time, a glimmer of light pierced the oppressive darkness that had enveloped Roland. Word of the chilling events in that Maryland home eventually reached William Peter Blatty, a Georgetown University alumnus. He was captivated by the story, struck by its raw terror, and the profound questions it raised about faith, evil, and the very nature of humanity. Years later, Blatty, drawing upon his own Catholic upbringing and his fascination with the supernatural, transformed the story of Roland Doe into The Exorcist. Published in 1971, the novel was an instant sensation, captivating readers with its terrifying depiction of demonic possession and the desperate struggle for one boy's soul. 2 years later, the story leaped from the page to the screen, forever etching itself into the annals of horror cinema. Directed by William Friedkin, the film adaptation of The Exorcist shocked audiences with its unflinching realism and groundbreaking special effects. The film became a cultural phenomenon, sparking conversations about faith, the nature of evil, and the boundaries of human experience. But the story of The Exorcist didn't end there. Whispers of strange occurrences began to circulate, tales of unexplained accidents and eerie coincidences that seemed to plague the film's production. As The Exorcist terrified audiences worldwide, whispers of a curse plaguing the production began to surface. A fire ravaged the set, delaying filming for weeks. Actors suffered injuries and even deaths under mysterious circumstances. Some claimed that the film's disturbing subject matter had attracted unwanted attention, unleashing a wave of negative energy upon the cast and crew. One of the most unsettling incidents involved actress Linda Blair, who played the possessed Regan McNeil. During filming, Blair's grandfather and Max von Sydow's brother passed away. These tragedies, coupled with other on-set accidents and eerie occurrences, fueled speculation that the film was cursed. Whether these events were merely unfortunate coincidences or the result of some supernatural influence remains a subject of debate. However, the stories surrounding the production of The Exorcist added another layer of intrigue to an already terrifying tale. The film, already a chilling exploration of demonic possession, became intertwined with its own dark mythology, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. The legacy of The Exorcist extends far beyond the realm of entertainment. It sparked a renewed fascination with the paranormal, prompting countless discussions about the existence of evil and the power of faith. The film's disturbing imagery and unsettling themes continue to haunt our collective consciousness, serving as a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks at the edges of human understanding. But beyond the scares and the cultural impact, The Exorcist serves as a reminder of the real-life horror that inspired it. The story of Roland Doe, the boy whose life was forever changed by the events of that fateful winter, continues to fascinate and horrify in equal measure. It is a story that challenges our perceptions of reality, forcing us to confront the possibility that there are forces at play in the universe that we may never fully comprehend. The true story behind The Exorcist is a chilling reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved. Decades after the events that inspired The Exorcist, questions still linger. Was Roland Doe truly possessed by a demonic entity, or was he a victim of mental illness misdiagnosed in a time when understanding of such conditions was limited? Did the exorcism truly free him from a malevolent force, or did it leave lasting scars on his psyche? The answers, like the shadows that clung to Roland Doe, remain elusive. The story of his possession continues to fascinate and terrify, a stark reminder that the line between reality and nightmare can be terrifyingly thin. The true horror of The Exorcist lies not just in its graphic depictions of demonic possession, but in the unsettling possibility that such events may not be confined to the realm of fiction. It is a thought that continues to haunt us, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are best left unexplored, some doors best left unopened. What do you believe?